guest hostessing 120 minutes. See you then. Hello, I'm Natalie, Merchant of 10,000 Maniacs. Tonight, your guest hostess here on 120 Minutes MTV.
Into the future. Good morning. Good. Into the good 120 minutes.
Hello, I'm Natalie, Merchant of 10,000 Maniacs, and here we are, 120 Minutes on MTV. Tonight we have so many wonderful new videos. We have one from Primus, Low Pop Suicide, Gumball, the latest from Belly, Jesus Jones, Betty Severt, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Pond. And we also have the ex-Pixies singer Frank Black. We also have him, and 10,000 Maniacs. An acoustic performance from Carl Wallinger of World Party. Starting off the show, here's the latest video from Sonic Youth's Dirty album called Sugarcane. That was Carl Wallinger with his acoustic performance of Is It Like Today, which he did here on 120 Minutes last week. You may see World Party and 10,000 Maniacs playing together sometime this summer. I'm looking forward to that. But before that, we're taking a group called Zap Mama from Belgium, who've just been signed and released a record on Luakabop, which is David Byrne's independent label. They're an interesting group of women from Belgium. They sing a cappella. All right, next we have an older video from 10,000 Maniacs called What's the Matter Here, and also a brand new video from Primus. A video from ex-Pixies singer Frank Black. If you don't recognize the name, it's because he's changed it. And he, at one time, when he played with the Pixies, was called Black Francis, and now he's called Frank Black, and I think you're smart enough to see the connection. So, if you need it clarified, though, you can listen to this next interview, in which Mr. Black explains this change of name.
I guess
Hello, Natalie Merchant, cringing with embarrassment here at the site of my ancient video for the song Scorpio Rising, recorded at a time when my hair was longer and my voice was much higher. Here we have coming up next a brand new video from Primus, plus the latest from Belly. But before that, because everything is announced in an inverted order to build suspense here on 120 Minutes, we have an older video by 10,000 Maniacs from our third album called In My Tribe. And this album came out in 1987. Remember that, kids? And the song is called What's the Matter Here. The video was directed by a friend of ours, Matt Mahern, who came to Jamestown and filmed, just filmed kids around town and coming out of schools and also coming out of the Boys and Girls Club and actually playing in and around there. After the video was edited, I brought it back and we sat in the game room and the kids and I watched it together and we read the lyric sheet together and we just discussed the subject matter of the song, which is child abuse. And it was a great experience to not only have a chance to be with the kids and film them, but also return and just have a good talk with them about the song. What's the Matter Here? Their fourth album, Pork Soda, that's San Francisco's Primus with My Name is Mud. I'm Natalie Merchant, your hostess for 120 Minutes tonight. And coming up, we have videos from Jesus Jones, Betty Severt, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, and, after this short break, the latest from Belly. But first, here are the top 10 records on alternative radio this week. Natalie Merchant here of 10,000 Maniacs on 120 Minutes. I'm your guest hostess. That was an old video of ours recorded live in Paris at a club called La Cigale. And next we have, or at least soon, we have the latest from Jesus Jones and another video from my group, 10,000 Maniacs. But right now we have Belly coming up featuring Tanya Donnelly, who used to be in the Throwing Muses and then the Breeders. You might have seen on the chart earlier that her debut album with her group Star has been #1 on the alternative record charts for 7 weeks. And if it makes it to an 8th week, it'll tie the record for the most consecutive weeks at #1, with Robin Hitchcock and the Egyptians, Love and Rockets, Kate Bush, Peter Murphy, and Sonic Youth. Go girl. Here's a video, the one I would like to see right now, called Feed the Tree, from Belly. From their 3rd album, Perverse, that's Jesus Jones, with The Right Decision here on 120 Minutes. I'm Natalie Merchant of 10,000 Maniacs. I'm your guest hostess tonight. Coming up is the latest from Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Pure, and 10,000 Maniacs. After the break, we'll be seeing a new Dutch band who took their name from a famous tennis player's instruction book. Hello, Natalie Merchant back here again, your hostess of 120 Minutes. That was me doing all my own stunts in the video, Like the Weather, a very old video. Coming up next, or maybe not next, coming up eventually, to build your suspense, we have Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Pure, and another video from 10,000 Maniacs. But directly next, we have Holland's Betty Severt, who took their name from a Dutch tennis star's instruction book. The woman's name was Betty Stove, and the book was called Betty Severt, which translates into English to mean Betty Served. I really enjoy this band. I like the melodic quality of it, but I also love the guitar playing. And I like the fact that there's a woman who is playing the guitar and singing lead, just as I really enjoy playing the Belly video, and then we also have, eventually coming up, the Sundays. I think women are sorely underrepresented these days in the music industry. So, next we have a video from the debut album Palamine from Betty Severt, and this song's called Tomboy. Hello, this is Natalie Merchant of 10,000 Maniacs, commemorating the second 60 minutes. I'm going to be sitting in this chair with you in 120 minutes by not holding this flower any longer. In the next hour, we'll have brand new videos from Low Pop Suicide, Gumball, plus Pure, Pond, Soul Asylum, the Butthole Surfers, and the Sundays, right here. And to kick things off, a new video from Ned's Atomic Dustbin. And this was shot last year at New York's Halloween party. You'll probably notice it's the famous Greenwich Village Halloween party at the end with very interesting costumes. So, here it is. That was Candy Everybody Wants, the latest video from 10,000 Maniacs' 5th record called Our Time in Eden, 5th and most current album. We're here on 120 Minutes. My name is Natalie Merchant, and actually this afternoon I was doing a radio interview, yes, even on a Sunday. And in that radio interview, I was speaking with an Italian journalist who said, "Natalie, you are so beautiful in the video. Why suddenly you're so pretty?" And I said, "Why do you think?" And he was saying that because I was wearing makeup, I looked beautiful. And I was very surprised by that, sort of insinuating that without makeup, I was a dog. So coming up, we have videos from Pond, Soul Asylum, and the Butthole Surfers, and I can guarantee you none of those boys are wearing makeup. And a new Canadian band called Pure. But here's a report about what they're all about. Hello, you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV, and I'm your guest hostess, Natalie Merchant of 10,000 Maniacs. Coming up, brand new videos from Low Pop Suicide, Gumball, and right after the break, a Rolling Stones cover from the Sundays. Please stay with us. That was a video by 10,000 Maniacs called Eat for Two. I'm your guest hostess tonight on 10,000 Maniacs, Natalie Merchant. Coming up, we have brand new videos from Low Pop Suicide and Gumball. But next, we have the Sundays with their cover of a Rolling Stones classic called Wild Horses. Harriet and David from the Sundays hosted 120 Minutes last month, and you'll notice in the upcoming interview that they didn't have as comfortable a chair as I do. here they are talking about how it came about, their cover of the Rolling Stones
Well, why
classic.
did we?
That was 10,000 Maniacs video, These Are Days. Now, that's me dancing on the Chrysler Building, if you believe that. Actually, I have an aunt who, after seeing that video on television, had repeated nightmares that I was on top of a very small, high building or cliff and was about to fall off and be killed. Thanks for staying up with 120 Minutes tonight. I'm Natalie Merchant from 10,000 Maniacs, and I've been your guest hostess. It's time now for that final video. It's a band from New York called Gumball, and these gentlemen used to be known simply as B, period A, period L, period L, period, but added gum when New York Noisemeister Kramer left. Frontman Don Fleming has played in a number of other bands, too numerous to mention, with people like Thurston Moore of Sonic Youth, Jay Mascis of Dinosaur Jr., and Richard Hell of the Voidoids. You may remember Gumball from last year's All Covers EP, Wisconsin Hayride. But if you don't, here he is, and he has an additional player, Malcolm Rivera, and they've expanded to a four-piece and have released a debut album called Super Tasty. And here's the brand new video, Accelerator. And the final video for MTV's 100 mini minutes tonight. I'm Natalie Merchant of 10,000 Maniacs, and I've been your guest hostess tonight. Please let the folks here at 120 Minutes know what you thought of tonight's show, but please exclude any thoughts you may have about me, because I won't ever be here again. Please write to 1515 Broadway, 24th floor, New York, New York, 10036. At this point, I'd like to mention that we've been invited to do MTV's Unplugged, and we'll be taping that very shortly, and I think it might air sometime in May. I think that's, aside from the tour that we're going on, that starts in mid-April and goes on till the end of July, that's the most exciting news from 10,000 Maniacs. I'd like to thank you for watching 120 Minutes, and on behalf of the rest of 10,000 Maniacs and all my friends here at 120 Minutes, I would like to say buonanotte, buenas noches, buonasera, gute Nacht und schlaf gut.